All right, welcome back to Mango and the 6'4 Pockets. It's been a while. It's been a lot. It's been like months. But with me, I have here my great podcast members, Joseph Mango Marquez and Zain Kalindi Nagmi.
That doesn't make any sense.
How are you doing, guys?
I'm doing good, Billy.
This show's a joke. What? Are you guys happy?
No, I regret it. It would have just been funnier if I just called him Billy and we didn't say anything about it. Can I just say that?
Why do you get the sub go things and I don't?
This podcast has gone to
I
shit.
came up with it first. Whatever. Whatever. Carry on, Billy. Now it's just a circus.
I'll try to work around it.
Now I'm Kalindi.
Hey, Kalindi's still with us.
He is.
All right. Well, how have you guys been doing? Let's just say that. Like, how has the past, I don't know how many months since we did the last podcast? Doing good? Hanging in there?
You know what everyone in the world knows what Zane's been doing.
You can literally catalog my life. It's just it's all there.
Getting a haircut?
I did get a haircut.
That's exciting.
Yeah. We all got haircuts.
Wait, did we all get haircuts? I
I've got
assume
a haircut,
Leffen gets a haircut once every 2 weeks.
I actually go like 1.5 months between haircuts.
Okay.
But you guys went like a year? How long do you wait before your haircut? Usually
for me, I do like 2 months or so, but that was the longest I've gone. It was almost a full year.
I'm going through your Twitter feed here to show for the video, but it's just your fucking going live tweets.
Oh,
I'm the same way.
Where I use the same picture
I'm with
every
you
time.
on that one. What can you tweet about right now? There's nothing to tweet about.
Yeah.
Went to the kitchen. That's it.
Yeah, there's not been much going on. I'll admit that. I don't know. For me, I've been playing a lot of GG Strive since the beta was on, but now I have nothing again.
Is it over?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like 5 days for like everyone 3, but influencers got like extra days, and then the beta was down so much that they extended it 2 days, and now those 2 days are over. Now we just wait for like 40 days until the actual game comes out. It's really
It's not that
weird.
bad. I thought it'd be months. 40, that's just a month, right? Month and a half.
Yeah, yep.
That's not
Yes,
too
it
bad.
is. It's not that bad. I have Melee, but like for some people, like Dabuz and Void were playing it, they have to go back to Ultimate Online now, and like the online in that game is like it's even better than
No,
Melee
it has
Online.
rollback, right?
Yeah.
It's
And
better
like the whole
than
game is
Fizzy?
built around it. Yeah. Because like
say
not that great. Oh no.
Fizzy's great, but the game, like we just do so many more inputs per second. Like in Guilty Gear, right? Like if you combo someone, they can't really do that much. They can burst, but it's like a static action. Whereas in Melee, like you could technically every single frame be SDIing somewhere else and stuff like that. So playing on higher pings is just like it's a bigger deal. And there's also like a tiny bit of buffer in most modern fighting games, and Melee is basically no buffer. But yeah, I see you guys have a lot to say about that. Let's.
Means yeah, we did.
I don't even know what Strife is. I got nothing.
Seth the Dawn.
All right. Well, let's talk about something you do have something to say about.
Yeah.
So recently, the Smash World Tour was re-announced, or like it's announced that it's going to be going on for another year. You guys got any thoughts on that?
I don't. First of all, they announced it in the worst way possible. They just tweeted. What is that? What is that?
What would you want them to do?
Like a whole countdown video, like the first time. That shit was dummy hype.
Okay.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What else would they do? What is the other medium that they could, like, they have a parade?
No, they did the video, remember? And we all watched, and then it was like countdown.
There was a video.
It was a stream.
Okay, I see
and
what
we
you
all
mean.
watched
I see
it.
What,
And it was way
yeah, that
more
was
hype.
better. That was
yeah.
better. Okay,
Are you
got a
kidding
point.
me? What do you mean?
Yeah, no,
Compared
I
to
take
a
it back.
tweet, I actually didn't retweet it out of spite. I was like, this is
You
fucking
didn't
trash.
retweet it?
No.
What the hell?
How? They just get it was bad. I'm happy it's back, but the way it went about was bad. I stand by that. Compared to the first time, and then you went to everyone's stream and everyone was happy, and even the plebs were happy. It was way better. Way better.
That's true.
Gimmer said he was tired, but I told him if you're tired, then don't fucking run a world tour. What are you gonna do? It right or don't do it at all.
Damn.
That's where I'm coming from. Man, that's right.
Okay, so outside of the announcement, what do you guys think about it?
Oh, I'm so hype.
Yeah,
I feel like I have a reason to play again.
Absolutely,
reignite the competitive fire. It's great.
I could see you there, like staring down the deep end, just playing as Pikachu every single day, not even knowing about.
You called me out so hard.
What do you say?
On Twitter, because I was like, now you guys know why I've been playing versus Pika every day. And he was like, you found out yesterday. He just called me out because I didn't know until the last second.
I was drunk and it was way too easy.
Oh my god!
I didn't even respond to. I just let that one slide.
I know. Oh wait, speaking of callouts on Twitter, this is really funny. Hbox posted him passing out.
Oh, dude, I was about to.
Well, that'll be a whole topic later, but just a quickie. Somebody, I said like, "What is wrong with you?" I commented that, and one guy said, "Aren't you supposed to be day drinking or have a beer?" In your
I saw
hand?
that. Yeah.
And I literally was drunk as fuck at like 2 p.m. and I was like, "This guy's got me, dude."
I was thinking that too. It's like, dude, man, what the fuck was that tweet? That's like,
that guy is coming from a place of hate.
Hbox. I wonder what Hbox thought when he read that tweet.
Leffen, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, he got you.
He did.
He got you.
All right, back to the World Tour.
Back to the World Tour. Back to real back. All right. I mean, what do you guys think about the format? So, for those that don't know, I'll just explain.
I don't know the format, so I'm excited to hear.
For Ultimate,
I don't know anything. So
God bless their souls.
Listen
for
up.
Ultimate players, there will be online qualifiers, which will then lead to offline events later down the year, for every region. And there's like South America, there's Oceania. I don't even know how to pronounce that. There's Japan. There's Asia, I guess, right? And Europe, US East, US West, I believe that's it. And the same thing goes for Melee in terms of the offline events, but for the online events, there are no official like Smash World Tour qualifiers, presumably, or like pretty outright, because they don't want Nintendo to shut the World Tour down because our events are going to be openly ran on Slippy, right? But yeah, do you guys think that this was a good solution? So instead, they're running a panel, right, of 16 people, or wait, we don't know how many people they're going to be, but there's going to be a panel. Tafokins is on there, and like a couple of people that are basically going to judge who performs the best in each region, and then like hand select 16 people.
It's like the Hunger Games.
I love the Hunger Games.
Don't Test Me volunteers as tribute.
Get him out of here.
Oh no,
Get him out
dude!
of
If you fucking try to qualify with Don't Test Me, you're off the podcast. You're off.
Zain versus Don't Test Me Grands. I have one controller in each hand.
Let it rip.
No, I mean, I was excited to like. I understand why they did that, but I think it would have been cool to like have a bunch of online events lead up to it. Just because it would have been sooner and just been like cooler for competition. But I totally get why. And hopefully, when are they planning to like transition into the IRL tournament phase? Was it like August?
It's like if you look at the schedule, it really depends. For Europe and I think US, it was August, but for some like Australia, it was like June, like late June. But I don't know if that's because they have less like COVID there, whatever. It's gonna be really interesting to see because I saw a lot of people be hesitant about it on Twitter, and they're like, "Well, how is offline events gonna work?" And like. The important thing is that like the first couple offline events are 16-man events, so they're not as many people, right?
Yeah.
And they're ultimately to qualify for an event that will go off like December, which will have like 16 players from both Melee and Ultimate. And I'm assuming that they left that much time, like some events start in June and some event and like the final event is in December to like. Well, if COVID is worse during June, then we'll just push it up and like we can have events as late as December, I'm sure. Like right before the World Tour in worst case, I think. So hopefully it will be fine. It would be real bad if it just was one event and like 16 people got COVID and yeah, but we'll have to see. Traveling right now, there's like quite a lot of traveling restrictions right now. I feel like
Salty.
but yeah, we'll have to see. I'm personally very excited about it too. Although in Europe, like honestly, we already have pretty much the same thing. Like we already had our circuit, so we actually had something that like was pushing people to compete. But I guess this one actually has a lot more money in it, and I mean, like it's gonna be cool to see what kind of events kind of spring up and like try to host like official like. Well, unofficial Smash World Tour qualifiers, basically. Like, try to make the most stacked tournament possible so that then those events can be used
So this
as
this
bases.
This all just seems super ghetto. Is that
It
how
is
we're
ghetto.
running it? But that's how we avoid shit? Is that the idea here?
Yeah, basically.
Materialist.
And I mean, like, I'm sure there's going to be like an LACS, a Summit maybe, and like we'll use those for rankings.
Wait, like online ones?
Yeah, exactly, right? And
Yeah.
then they'll just use those. Like, it will be like exactly like, imagine the PGR, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like picked by panels, and then like the top 16 players will be for each region will be selected. And
Right.
I'm assuming that just like the PGR, there's gonna be some people that get snubbed and angry.
Yeah.
I don't know how you prevent that though. This is all
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be so shit, but I think it's gonna work.
It's gonna
out.
be-
in the end, everyone will be happy.
Yeah, like the rough part is that like, well, technically there's 16 players in each region, but that actually might make like the bottom 16 players really angry. Like obviously the top players that like clearly put in the work are probably gonna be picked, but I could see some fights over 16
it's like
and 17.
not having to worry about it.
Does Hbox make it?
Oh my god.
That's a genuine question. I'm not even
Top
trying to be a dick.
16 in his region.
Oh, region. Okay, yeah. No, I just no. Okay, I take it back. I take it back.
Literally won
I take it back. All
He
right,
won a
all right,
tourney,
all right,
dude.
all right,
You know what?
all right, all right. No. That wasn't even supposed to be dirty.
Zane's ego
that
is
wasn't
getting
even a shot.
out of control.
No.
I mean, Kalindi's ego is getting out of control.
Oh my god, I even called you Billy once.
6 up goals, guys.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be interesting for me as a host or co-host of Levo. It'll be interesting to see like if people really start entering it, and I think there's definitely gonna be people that like, yeah, this is gonna be like a serious event, and there's probably gonna be more events that like try to do a bit more serious, like maybe bi-weekly or
Thanks for the
monthly.
thing, man.
I believe that we'll try to like be more for the rankings, I suppose.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I think for 2020, melee wise, Summit definitely hard carried the whole online year, and it felt like super hype, like from all the way from what was it like SEL to Summit to LACS, like that whole stretch just felt really legit, and I feel like
Yeah,
everyone
for sure.
was. So I'm excited to see what. Yeah, it was really like, I mean, it was good for like storylines, for like it was good melee. So yeah, I'm excited to see what other.
I think
like,
once
orgs
we
do.
get in the groove, because there's been literally no melee for like 3 months.
Yeah,
So I think once we get the ball rolling, I think it always comes together.
but this is also the time where like even IRL, it's also kind of like a dry spell. This was like in 2019 or whenever Ultimate was released. Was that 2018 or 2019? I can't
End of
remember.
2018.
It was-
2019.
It was December 2018, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
December
no one was
2018.
entering shit except for me until like fucking pound, and then I got pounded, and Hbox still won anyway. But yeah, I feel like this like nothing ever happens in March except for like full bloom. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're usually pretty dry right now.
I think it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of majors try to replace it, and try to like essentially be the circuit without being part of the circuit. I mean, obviously there's gonna be smaller events, but I think there's gonna be some like surprise larger ones, and hopefully they will be ran well. Like for some regions, it's gonna be interesting too, because like right now I feel like the US meta is still to run like nationwide events, because like if you're spending money on hosting a tournament, it makes sense to then have a hype top 8 with everyone in it and not like split up. But the final event is going to be region, or not the final event, but the regional finals are going to be US East and US West. So maybe that will make people,
Wait,
play,
US West?
or host more like East Coast, West Coast tournaments. We'll have to see, really.
Does that mean there won't be any Mangoes and confrontations?
This is great. You got None, Cody, Zain on the East Coast. Mango's gonna run a muck.
Wait a
on
minute.
The West Coast.
What the heck? Oh wait, Axe is on that side.
Wild.
Dude, I don't get to play Axe.
I don't get to play Mirror Axe. Get fucked.
I personally think that like US wide events are still, for most people's benefit, it's not perfect, but I personally think it's still overall better. But I understand the argument against it.
East Coast has Plup and Hbox. East Coast is stacked. Oh my god. You guys' top eights are gonna be nasty.
That is crazy. Hey, Cody, Fluff, Hbox, me. None.
Yeah, exactly. And Wizzy.
And Wizzy, yeah. It's just you and Axe and Johnny.
Me, X, Johnny. Yeah. I mean, then we got a bunch of like people like right under, but I guess that, you guys are way more stacked. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey man, Europe though.
Who's Pipsqueak's
What about
been
Europe?
What about it? Don't answer who.
Well, who?
It's like arrested.
What's the question?
Like who?
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean,
and Ginger? Oof.
I think it'll be fun to have something. I wonder if we're gonna get ranked at some point, and if like that could also maybe like add into a little bit to it. That would be hype. If like the the top 10 rank, like if you could increase your ranking a little bit by just like being top 5 or on your regional ladder or whatever.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, I think it's still like a huge thing for just the scene in general. Like, it definitely helps like the tier right below us. I feel like to get like sponsors and like to get a little bit more legitimate. I feel like a lot of people struggle with like, like if they're hosting a stream, it can be hard as a Melee player, right? To be like, yeah, what am I practicing for? It's a lot more fun to be like, I'm practicing for this event, or like this thing, and hopefully with tournaments being announced, like that kind of thing will happen. Because I feel like the problem right now is that we just, what are we practicing for? Like we know there's something, but like it'd be nice to have a date, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess we got to talk about, okay, first off, I understand why Ultimate players feel bad, because they're just going to be playing Ultimate online for money. And it's going to, the final event has like, what did it say? Like 200K prize pool.
Whew.
And that's going to be rough to try to qualify for with Ultimates online. Like, it's one thing to play Ultimate online casually for a stream and just, gift subs, but it's another thing to play for like your career and like for 200K, like a part of 200K. That's going to be rough for those players. Just like grinding and playing against the most campy online characters. People are going to be lag switching. There's already been a case of actually someone lag switching Ultimate tournaments. And I can understand why they feel like pushback, but I honestly think like they just got to do what they can.
Well, they need something, right? Because I haven't, like, the only Ultimate content I watch is Hbox. I don't even know where I don't know where the top players are, or what they're doing, or what they're practicing for. Like,
I think a lot of them don't play, right?
Yeah, a lot of like a shocking amount of them just like they play, but they don't like they enter with secondaries. I feel like most of the people that actually win the online tournaments are the people like like in the top 50 US. Like they were previously ranked top 50. I'm sure some of them are going to be top ranked like when it's over, because it's still practice, but it's just really awful practice.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if those people actually start practicing because they want to get into the World Tour, or if they're like, fuck it, I don't even want to do this anymore. But I feel like if you don't just like do it, it's going to be really bad for the scene. If like people host a tour and like you're sponsored for this game and yet you still don't enter anything, like you got to do it. The big events.
Yeah,
they have no. I think they just have no choice.
It's a bad hand, but you got to do it.
they got to do it.
Yeah, they got a real bad hand.
I would just. You just gotta do it.
You take it for what it is, right? you just gotta set your ego aside and be like, all right, this is like a new competition. I don't know.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Maybe we'll see like the most super. It might be like fun to watch from a distance, like the most super degenerate like Sonic mirrors for all of top 8.
Is Sonic the worst character in lag? Is that like the consensus?
Everything's bad. Everything's
Okay.
bad. It's
Wait, have you ever played online Ultimate, Zane? I
No.
feel like you haven't. Yeah, so you don't even know how bad it is.
I've only played.
It's bad.
I played a handful of games with Leffen, and then one time I Gommel after I lost. I was bored at the warm up station and just started messing around with Inkling, and that's the extent. of my
no.
Ultimate career.
You have only
You don't-
played.
you have
offline.
no idea then.
You have no idea.
It was
Offline's nice.
smooth.
Yeah, offline's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a completely
But-
different experience.
Online, oh my god. If you don't even know. I feel ugh.
Is it really?
Ugh.
So it's actually just like so bad.
Yeah, it
Like
killed Leffen
I want
mentally,
you to
dude.
understand that like you know melee is played at like
destroyed
3 to
him.
4 frame delay.
Uh-huh.
Ultimate offline is played at like 7 to 8.
Oof.
Online ultimate is 12 or like I think previous maybe it's 1 frame lower down, but it's like 12 or 13 minimum.
And then
And
there's
it
buffer.
goes up to like 16. Yeah, and then there's the buffer.
So you got buffer plus that, so like it's like a whole second. It's
Yeah, that's a joke.
no,
so
it is a joke. Yeah.
all the melee
If you-
players out there,
oh my
think
God.
about that the next time you complain about rollback on like, oh, I had to play it be so much lag. It could be so
Yeah,
much worse.
so like hearing that and then hearing that like people are complaining about like US players are complaining about like playing 90 ping matches and like saying that every win is illegitimate because you have
I don't
90
mind
ping.
90 ping.
90 is great.
Yeah,
I
it's
just,
like,
I just said out loud that I really don't mind 90 ping.
Yeah,
yeah.
If it's stable, it's fine.
That's the. It just has to be stable.
If it's
Yeah.
stable, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not,
Yeah, and I
then
mean like
obviously-
I honestly think that like if you're not fine with like 190 ping, then like use 3 frame and you won't see any rollbacks, but like you have to adjust to that, but that's just a decision people have to make. And I think we just got to bite our tongue and like do it for the community, because it's really going to suck if there's no nationwide events for like the rest of the year.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, we made 2020 work. I think people were happy with the.
Yeah, and then, like I think that's the direction we should try to go for. Like you got to understand that it's like it's not perfect, but it's what we got to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be good for the scene, but hopefully Nintendo doesn't sue us or like sue them, I guess. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what's
mean,
what about that? What do we what's the whole Nintendo? What's our plan there?
I mean, from what I know, and I'm gonna try not to like say something I'm not allowed to say. They're basically like, yeah, I mean, they're shooting their shot, and like if things go bad, things go bad. Like we'll deal with that. But they're basically running the safest thing they possibly can in terms of the tour. And I mean, Twitch is like an official sponsor, so they're not just like. Hopefully, that like legitimizes somewhat. And I mean, by avoiding like playing online with Slippy, hopefully they avoid Nintendo. But we don't know, right? Like Nintendo could still just try to fuck them.
I'm ready to go to war.
I'm ready
I'm
to.
down.
I've-
I like
I got
I like fighting with them. It feels I don't know something about it feels because everyone bands together. I love when the community bands together because we usually just all hate each other.
Mhm.
But whenever Nintendo steps in, it's just that's it.
I also
Represent,
lo-
dude.
I also love getting angry about it. Like someone will like randomly comment on one of my tweets and be like, "Get a real
Yeah,
job."
you hate
and
it. You
and I'm
hate
just
it.
like, ah, I'm just like, you asshole. But for some
Now
reason,
you get
it's
my
just
vibe. Now you're starting to get it.
a little bit.
The
bit.
anger feels good, doesn't it?
That's for no, not too. You're too much. You're
Yeah, Leffen's
crazy.
evil. Yeah.
Just a
But
little
yeah, I
taste.
mean, Nintendo just fucking try us, man.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm down. But yeah, well, we'll have to see what happens. I think it's just gonna be good to have something to practice for. Obviously, offline events will be sick once they do happen. I don't know if it's gonna be like we're gonna be sitting like 10 feet apart, different CRTs, like just nod at each other one after the set, bow.
I'm
I mean,
down
we
to bow
should-
from now on.
I'm not bowing. I'm not gonna fucking lose and bow. I feel so fucking stupid.
You're gonna lose to me, and I'm gonna say bow. I'm gonna
I'm
say
not.
bow.
I'll fucking throw my
Kneel.
controller across the room, dude.
I'll be
Lay your ass
Joffrey.
Salute.
Bend the knee.
It's gonna be interesting for sure. Dude, there's gonna be someone that just forgets and goes up for the fist bump. I guarantee it.
But I mean, if we're vaccinated and stuff, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
That's
That's
not
the
the idea.
goal. Do you
People are
guys
already getting it? I don't know.
Yeah, some people get it. Do you have any plans to get it?
Not anytime soon. I'm probably the last of the last to get it.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, but I think in Sweden they said that like they are they have a plan or a goal to get everyone that wants to be vaccinated by like the half-year point. But we'll have to see. Like, there's already been delays and shit.
Yeah.
And I'd pay for it, man.
I'm not trying to finesse my way to get a vaccine. I hear some people trying to finesse one, but I'm not trying to take someone's spot because I feel like that'd be super grimy.
Of course not.
Yeah.
At that point, like if you're taking someone else's spot, you might as well just like not try to care about it. Like you're risking other people in literal risk groups. So
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. I mean, I want to go outside. I'm fucking bored. Okay. Well, do you guys want to talk about the Hbox fainting thing?
He has issues, and that's about all I have to say about it.
I mean, it was 100% real, right? Like,
I think it's real. I think it's real.
it happened to me with Wizzy.
Hey, chat room. I mean, sorry. YouTube comment. Hello. Type what your opinion on the Hbox pop-up is. Was it real? Was it not? We need some opinions.
No, it's not real.
I didn't like that he popped off that hard after a 3-0 and a 2-stock.
But
That's the
he
only
genuinely
part
feels
I
that
hate
way,
about
right?
it.
It was like a week.
You can't 3-0 somebody 2-stock and do that. That's what I hate.
But that's how he feels. There's no way that pop off just comes from nowhere. Like,
He has to act like he's been there, dude. He's an Evo champ.
Dude,
you're gonna
come
on.
Zane, you not had a pet before. If it whines and it squeals and it, and you give it candy, aka gift subs, it will keep doing it. You guys can't. Hbox guys, Hbox subs, you can't keep gifting him subs when he's screaming. He's gonna scream louder and louder, and this is the problem.
Well, don't try to ruin his business.
I don't think you come in his business like that.
Yeah, that's the moneymaker.
Yeah, that's how. I will say though, I watched him play grand finals, and he didn't
I was
pop
in your
off.
chat watching you,
and I was pissed. I felt let down, but now I feel like he's putting himself in a spot where he's got to keep upping himself. So the pass out's the pinnacle, and eventually he's got to do something more.
Yeah,
so
what's he gonna happen?
Do? What's gonna happen?
Is he gonna go down a dark road trying to overcome the pass out?
He has to, because he always tops his pop offs. So it's gonna get crazy.
Somehow he does. I thought the Evo.
So scared to play him.
I thought the Evo pop up was the pinnacle. I thought that was the peak.
No, passing out's now the peak.
Rolling on the floor, and Armado's just sitting there.
I still can't let you touch that.
I almost want to let him beat me just to see what would happen.
I'll give you. We'll talk.
Okay, I gotta make it convincing.
Yeah. Well, no, you can't fake it. You don't have it in you.
No, I just gotta.
Zane could never.
I can never. I'm throwing him.
I need to learn the art of the pop off. I can't scream that much. I'm gonna get kicked out of my house.
I can't do it.
We don't got it. You gotta be born with it. I don't think any of us have it. Even if
I got made fun of for
it.
my summit pop off. But what am I gonna do? I'm alone in my room.
Pop off is fine.
Oh,
it's just how I felt.
I like to do a fist pump. I mean, like for Evo and stuff like that, it's like different, but like I can't keep screaming.
So what if you what if you 3-0 Ginger? You gonna what's your play here?
I feel like I would legitimately just say like, nice, we did it.
That's what I did the other day, dude. And it was with my secondary.
I like to like, because I'm expected to win. So that's what I do. I just do like a sign of relief.
Yes.
I like, nice. And like you shake your fist a little bit and you go on about your day. You start thinking about your winter dinner. That's my celebration. He's just built different. He's just built different.
He is. I always say that.
I'm happy. I'm happy there's someone like, I mean, he's bringing us to a broader audience. He was on the top of LSF. Anyway, let's move on to the next topic. Do you guys have anything specific you want to talk about, or do you want me to pick?
Billy picks.
Yeah, you know you're picking.
All right, so I guess I don't know. There are a lot of things. Let's start with a small one. So Zain, you have been coaching recently. I've been coaching recently. How's it going? How's Melee coaching?
I like it a lot just because for me personally,
I'm doing something really quick. Hold on. I got to write an email.
it gives me a reason to study the game, and it like forces me to do it. And that's the main benefit to me. It's not even like, I mean, the money's nice that it comes, but like, I just like starting my day. The first thing that I do is just watching Melee and then just talking about like mentality stuff. And it's like a good way to solidify the things that I already know or even expand upon it. And it's also cool to like, I've had recurring students and I didn't realize it'd be like that gratifying to have people who actually improve. Like when you can actually see it for the people who actually listen. So for me, that's really cool. What about you?
Yeah, I mean that's it for me too, right? Like, I mean, I eventually do plan on like making money and like, but you know, that's mostly I think going to be from other people, like not even the people that take the coaching themselves. Like, you know, other people just want to watch the lessons and watch the analysis and whatever. But I agree with you. Like, I think it's nice to like have a monetary reason to like talk about the game and think about the game. Because a lot of the things you teach, like you like remind yourself of what you're supposed to do. And like sometimes teaching, I feel like can reaffirm things you kind of know, but like trying to explain them to someone that doesn't know them makes you understand it more completely. I mean, it's a pretty common like thing to do, like when you're studying for like a test or whatever. Like you try to teach someone else it. So I've been enjoying it. For me, the hard part is that a lot of my students are in America, and like I can't start the day with it. So I'll be like 4 a.m. like, all right, let's analyze Melee for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
But I'm going to try to get people there earlier, and we'll try to go from there. But yeah, I mean, I think it's cool that there's so many people that are like they're interested in paying for coaching. I personally think it's a pretty good like. I mean, I don't think everyone should pay for coaching, but I think there's a lot of different like price points, and I definitely think that for some people, it's like it's really good to have someone to just give them the directions, because Melee and Smash in general, it's just so complicated games. There's so much you can do. So having someone just tell you that it's been through it all, like, yeah, this is the right choice.
Yeah.
I think can just make the game a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, I always try to stress that the real utility of the lessons aren't the actual like in-game content itself, but like also learning how to learn yourself, and like take like just like seeing a top player's perspective and then try to like not specifically just copy and paste that because everyone works different, but try to like make your own blueprint or way to get better and take it from there. That would be the real value of it, in my opinion. And sure, you're gonna get some good in-game stuff, but yeah, I think that's even better.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Like I think we're pretty similar in how we try to do that, because it's like, I mean, you can only learn so much in an hour. Like if we do a 1 hour lesson, like I can't teach you everything, but I can teach you like the mentality to teach yourself more, so that like this hour won't be do much, but hopefully you'll spend like your 8 hours per day or whatever, however much you spend Melee, and spend that better. But obviously, like, I mean, the easiest shit would just be like, here's what you did wrong. You should do this move in this situation, but it doesn't help you at all really long term. Like anyone could tell you shit like that.
Yeah. Mango, isn't there something about you coaching Scar? Is that a thing?
Yeah, this Friday. Make sure to tune in.
This Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I think that's gonna be fun. I might, if some ultimate play, like maybe some sort of tweak, I'm down to coach them too. Once
cool.
rank comes out, there's definitely got to be a PogChamps type thing.
Yeah, I'd want to teach like
the
MK
event,
Leo.
not the person. Just to be clear, the chess event, right? Where like there's a lot of people that don't normally play, and then you can all bring them in and have a top Melee player coach them. Like I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, that's free content. Yeah, I'd want to watch coach like Leo, because I feel like he'd actually just have a good Marth in Melee based off the way he plays.
Oh yeah, for sure. But
yeah,
I don't know why he's not playing Melee. I wish I could like ask them like, so why do you play Ultimate Online instead of trying Melee? What
They should have built Melee. That's what I was thinking too.
Dude, yeah, it's well, it happened with, like Samsara did it for a bit, right?
Yeah, but like why did he stop? Like,
Yeah, I don't
at what point did he just like, yeah, I'm gonna go into Elite Smash again? Like,
I don't know.
I guess the money, but like, I don't know. I felt like they were getting good viewership when they were streaming Melee too. Maybe they just don't like Melee, but I would like to know why they don't like it if they don't, I guess. But I feel like for me, when I played Ultimate, like it wasn't even the money. It was just like you were just kind of like stuck. I don't know what it was just like a habit, and like it's just hard to break it. And I feel like I don't know. Maybe they just have to get started with Melee, because Melee can be a hard game until you really get hooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next topic. So this is going to be a easy slam dunk, but I feel like a lot of people will
Slam dunk.
will bother us if we don't answer it. So, with the recent developments in Melee modding, like you can add new characters, you can add new stages, stuff like that. Do you guys want any of that to be on official events? Do you want Wolf to be legal?
No.
Yeah. Nah.
No.
I think all that's for fun,
Yeah,
and that's just that simple.
I agree. I think custom stages are the closest possible thing. But I would probably go like mod the current stages before you add new ones, I guess. But I think all of that can be really fun for like online events, stuff like that, and that's perfect right now. And I think it's really sick. Like, I don't know, maybe if there's enough new characters one day to like run a side event of like, you know, kind of like P plus or like PM, like, you know, a different version. But it should not really interfere with the main Melee version, I would say.
Yeah, I just think only thing you can do is stages, but I feel like there's no world where everyone agrees, and I feel like it'd be way more annoying than it's.
The rough part is that like I feel like if you actually take a good hard look on the stages we have, the stages suck. Like every stage has some problem. There's not a single stage with no problem. but we've just learned to love them because they're all we have.
They have
Every
character.
stage has a problem?
What's up?
Every stage has a problem? I'm trying to think. Yeah, Battlefield's ledges.
Battlefield's ledges. FD is FD. Like FD's or like ironically, outside of the fact that it's a hellhole for everyone that's not named Marth, actually like the least flawed one in an objective sense. But it is so standout.
You mean
that, like,
mechanically?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Dreamland has Wispy that will, you know, and
I'm down for the Yoshi shenanigans. I think
all levels have character,
Yoshi
and I like them.
they have character, but like, if let's put it like this: if the new custom stages had that type of character, you would just be against it on the spot.
Well, because if we're gonna add levels,
True.
they'd have to be perfect.
Yeah. And I feel like that's kind of the thing, right? Like if we can add new stages, like they have to be real good. But I hear that there's new custom stages being developed that are better. So I mean, I'm definitely down to try them. I'm personally of the camp that like I think playing on new stages is fine, but new characters is completely out of the question. And like balance changes, no.
Oh yeah, I was on the Wolf train for like 2 hours.
You got over it. I got over it fast too.
We both got it. Yeah, we had that Wolf session. And then we just switched to Falco Marth for like 2 hours, and it was way better.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was definition of fun, but I can only play Melee for fun for so long.
Yeah, like I think for us it's kind of different because Melee is like this competition mainly. It's not just like pure fun. It's about improving yourself, and like when you add like too many variables, it stops getting good at the same thing anymore, and it starts just like playing a game, which is fun. But like I personally struggle playing games just for fun and not for like trying to improve myself at this point.
Oh yeah.
Or rather, if I do want to do that, I usually play something else.
Yeah.
But I definitely see other people entering and like hosting events with this. Like I think it's awesome that there's like this casual side of Melee now is still getting content. And it's definitely like great for the game because it's going to bring in a lot of new people that like might have only tried PM or might have only played Ultimate that like, oh shit, I want to try Wolf and Melee. And then we lure them in and we get them hooked on the real game.
Yeah. I could never play melee with patches. Like,
It's hard, man.
Have you ever played a game with patches? It's the worst.
no.
It's
yeah.
the worst.
One
so
day you're just
demoralizing.
happy, and the next day you're like, well, this is shit.
Yeah. No.
Dude,
I hate
you
patches.
know-
We're spoiled
Lucky.
by that.
Yeah, like, dude, playing a game with patches and then like it's even worse the closer to the top you are. Like, imagine like, you know, for Leo and like then the Joker gets nerfed because he's doing well. Like the developer's just giving him the middle finger essentially because he
Yeah.
did well. And then you find out later, like that was the case with Ultimate, right? Like Pichu mains were doing well early, and then you find out later like, oh shit, this character shouldn't have been nerfed. Oh shit, we kind of fucked up that one. And just like, dude, for me, it's not even the characters. It's the discourse around it. Like, Ultimate Twitter is a hellhole of just like, my character sucks. Everyone's just downplaying their own character.
Oh, the Leffen?
Wow. I put Fox
The Billy?
as tied for first.
Yeah, you mean, okay.
I
Leffen,
put
alright,
Fox
yeah,
as
alright.
tied for first.
Okay, go on.
I think, but like that whole discourse of like X sucks, my character sucks. No, it sucks. Like, I don't know. I think it just becomes boring after a while if it's not like, if no one's allowed to like share tech, because that's what I feel the Ultimate players do. They don't really post like, oh yeah, this is the sick thing. This is a broken thing I can do with my character. Which when I play fighting games, even though there's patches, they seem to do that a lot more. Like, I feel like those people or like that community enjoy breaking the game more. Whereas with Ultimate players, it's like you kind of just hide if you feel like your character's good, except for Esam. Esam always brags about Pikachu.
Did
They
Pikachu
ever
ever
nerf
get like
Pikachu?
touch at all?
What's up?
Did
you
Pikachu
say?
ever get nerfed?
No.
Oh, so Esam's got the right idea.
For some
He's got the
reason,
connections.
I maybe Sakura's just throwing Esam aboard. Like, I like this mentality. I like that you just like, for some reason Pikachu is like arguably the best character from patch 1, and every other top tier's gotten like consistently nerfed, and Pikachu somehow gotten buffed, and every new character that gets added is a bad matchup against, like, Pikachu has a good matchup against them. I don't know how he keeps doing it.
Interesting.
But I guess on the other side, like, Void is someone that like shared a lot of tech, and his character got nerfed to the ground. So I don't know. I think it's just random.
See, also, I think we'd have to deal with that with new levels and characters. And then we got Leffen and Cody going at it on Twitter while me and Zain are just quiet in the corner. And I think, because if we had to, that's why I think we should never add anything. It would be we'd
Just
go to
opening
shit
up
real
Pandora's
quick.
box.
Yeah,
I feel like-
it'd get bad. Real
I feel like
quick.
stages could be like okay, but they would literally have to be perfect, right? Like, they can't even be like a stage that's good for one character. I think that's the problem, because everyone's gonna whine like this stage sucks for my character.
But I think
I'm
it's
not
too hard
entering
to
any
make
events with this.
I don't think you can make a perfect stage. I don't think it can exist.
No,
where
like, there's no
everybody's
such thing.
happy. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
But I definitely think that like we should try maybe something. But like I don't expect great results, but it could still be fun. And if people love the new stages that people come up with, I guess we can like see at that point. But I personally don't think any like custom stages and modding and stuff like that is really the future. I feel like what we got right now is really good, and obviously we can try to make improvements, but we got to keep a relatively consistent thing too, because otherwise the threat of Nintendo shutting us down is also sadly increased.
I think we don't have to add anything. Once land comes back, everyone's just gonna be so happy that that's at least 2-3 years of happiness without
Yeah.
like no one's gonna care. Like nothing's stale. Once land comes back, like everything's gonna be fresh. That I think we're
Mhm.
good for a while.
I think what I will say is that if they're gonna add a mod, and this ties into the next topic, I guess, if they're gonna add some kind of mod, I think it should be along the lines of what we already have, like UCF. Like, I think at this point, with how controllers are like, you know, making new controllers, it's happening everywhere. There's like Panic Controller, Goom Wave. There's like more box style controllers. I feel like if we can solve problems for free essentially by just including them in UCF, like, allowing people to remap buttons and allowing people to like maybe fix, I don't know, dashback or whatever we can even think about through in-game modding, I think we should try to do. Obviously, like in a stealthy way, so that Nintendo doesn't get too pissed off if we're trying to host it at an official event. But I really feel like at this point, we're kind of getting to the area of like, yeah, we're just aiming for accessibility over rather like trying to keep the game 100% one-to-one with what it's always been. I don't know. What is your opinion, Kalindi?
Yeah, I think I lean more towards accessibility and just making sure that we can like broaden just the landscape of Melee and getting everyone involved, and whatever makes that the easier path, I'm for. I honestly don't care that much about like button remapping and stuff like
Same.
that. So I'm just gonna keep playing.
Same.
I mean, once the Goom Wave thing comes out, I'll probably switch to that if that becomes Swarm and legal, just because it sounds like pretty all encompassing for all the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at least for now, it's very good. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like we gotta like really back in to some degree. Of course, you don't want people doing like insanely crazy shit, but I feel like at this point we've gone so far. Like box lock controls are already out, and I feel like buffing GameCube controllers just to the point where like box controllers can still work fine, and then people can just get into the game as easily as possible. Like even if they're just playing on keyboard or like a Switch Pro controller or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's the goal right now, and just try to make like within reason, of course, like as many different people be able to get into Melee without it completely breaking like top level.
As long as like people don't add macros, I think I'm okay.
Yeah. I mean, there are limits, of course. Like you don't want people to get like you don't want people, I suppose, to have like the absolute best angles every single. I don't even know. Like I actually don't know.
There has to be a standard.
Yeah, there has to be some kind of standard. And I think that's the problem right now, that like there's just no standard. So everyone's kind of breaking off into their own own path, and like it's just really hard to regulate. So we definitely got to get some kind of rule set for the Smash World Tour and everything. But
I think we
don't
just
know.
wait for one asshole to make some busted shit.
Take
and
it
then
too
we say
far.
no. So I'm hoping
I mean,
Cody just does some shit, and then I'm like, "You're a chode, Cody." And then
You've gone too far.
I think that's what we wait for. I think we wait for one guy to just. There's always one guy who's gonna make it way too
You
good,
think so?
and then we'll try it, and we'll be. I feel like,
Dude,
us
let's
like
be, okay.
any-
Honestly, that's already happened with like box and frame one.
Yeah, see, I don't know shit about that, but I feel like, well, at least you use the box or whatever. But I feel like we'll be able to tell. Like, I think any top 10 player can use it, and like we'd be able to be like, okay, this is fucking stupid. I think it'd be apparent very fast if somebody made something that was fucking stupid. You just be like, okay, there's no way.
Do you think
is that the standard? Is just you being like, wait a minute?
Yeah, I'd be like, no, wait a minute.
Do you think pivot up tilts falls into that category?
Yeah, that's absurd.
And you know that every box can do it? Because like the way that they like, so the box is supposed to have a nerf on it, but the way they do the nerf doesn't work on net play. So it's literally
on net play.
Yeah, like right now it's like, I mean, okay, even offline, like there's no one actually checks it. If you have an old software or like different software, you can still do it.
Yeah, that's absurd. And is it easy to do?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like super easy, but it's definitely learnable. It's like pivoting normally, basically, just a different input.
Yeah, that's kind of whack.
But the problem with that one is that like if you try to nerf it, you kind of like screw other inputs in. I mean, out of stuff like that. So then you'll get into the whole question of like, well, if we can't nerf it in a good way, should we just give it to GameCube controllers? Which I think is what the Goom Wave is trying to do. I don't know. It's a whole like I could talk. This is like 3-hour long discussions, and like it's so complicated. But I think we all agree in the direction, right? That like it should be like towards accessibility while still being relatively relatively close to the Melee we had.
I feel like all like the top players in Melee, they're not trying to break the game. At least I don't think so. So like, I don't think Cody wants to have like a huge advantage over
No,
me.
no,
like
it's gonna be one guy, just some random guy, and we're gonna be like, you asshole. I don't think the top 10 is gonna have a little
but
more.
that guy's always
integrity.
gonna be a shitter. Like we won't even notice him because it's just like
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
even
Okay, here's the
yeah.
question. Will you stop talking to me if I start pivot up tilting?
No,
Will I
I'll just
stop
bait him
talking
out
to
and punish you. I love when you up.
No, I'm
Pivot up tilting.
That's fine. I'll get used to it.
All right.
You don't scare me. You don't
actually as
scare
Martha,
me.
I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care
dude.
as well.
Falco punishes up tilt.
If
so
I were Falcon,
hard.
I'd be having a fit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty good against Falco. I'm not gonna lie.
I think the problem is
fucking
that if you
scared
leave
me.
it like that, like, oh yeah, just whine about it. If like the player does it, like it's not the player's fault. It's the rule, like the people that make the rules fault, right? Like it shouldn't be down to every player to have a controller that can do these things and like individually decide not to. I suppose, but I don't know. It's honestly, all things considered, kind of like a super nerdy minor thing. And I think ultimately just getting more people interested in liking Melee, I think is a bigger thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm also for. Like, people want to turn off tap jump. Hey, go ahead. Fuck it. Tap jump's even good for some things. So like, if
You might
people,
be
if
limiting
that's what's
yourself.
stopping people getting into Melee, get them in. Let them turn off tap jump.
Yeah, that's like a big ultimate thing, right? That's like the number one complaint. Like, oh, you can't turn off
That
tap
is,
jump.
I don't actually think it's like, I think it's just like the scapegoat complaint that like a lot of people say. I don't know if that is actually something that legitimately keeps a lot of people out, but like, you know, give them the option.
Yeah. I remember that whole L cancel debate where people were like, "Oh, it's just too much of a barrier, and it shouldn't even be a thing." I love a good L cancel. A good
I
L
love
cancel
L
is pretty
cancel.
hard.
Out canceling's dope.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of, dude, I'm not going to go into it here, but there's a lot of depth to out canceling actually.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
I like even the basic. It's like rhythmic. I like it. I don't know.
Yeah, the way I always say it is, it's like if you kind of compare, you know, Skate and Tony Hawk, like those two different games. Where Skate is like you have to do 30 different inputs to do one kickflip, and in Tony Hawk you press a button, and both can be enjoyable, right? Like I'm not saying either one's better, but there's something really freaking cool about like going into a full run when you play like QWOP, like the running game where it's like extremely hard to run. Like the difficulty does actually add fun and enjoyment sometimes. It's just very personal whether you find enjoyment in that type of thing. And I'm certainly one that thinks that like cool things are cool. I mean, sorry, hard things are cool.
Yeah,
Cool things are cool. Yes.
I think. I don't think there's any top player who's like.
Nah,
should
that's
get rid of L
newbie shit.
canceling. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I of course not no top player, but like I don't know, maybe noobs hate it. But I personally think that like both the high speed that Melee is played at and the high like APM or like the inputs like really help add flavor to it and make it stand out from the other games. Because there's tons of easy games being made every single day, right? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
But I got a topic that I don't think we've talked about,
All right.
and I want to see where you guys stand on it. Was CRTs versus monitors when LAN comes back. I'm pro monitor. I think we got to move on.
We did it at LTC and it was cool. The only problem was like they didn't have the audio worked out properly at every setup.
I'm saying if we get it right, I think.
Yeah, then it's perfectly
definitely the
fine.
play.
Yeah.
And I think having the consistency from like what people practice on to what happens at tournament, I'm down to make the shift. Even
And
though I
everyone
love
is-
CRTs.
No,
but-
I think everyone loves CRTs, but I think we've all played on. By the time it comes back, we're gonna be on CRTs or monitors for 2 years.
Save TOS's and players' backs. Don't have them carry on a CRT.
Also, if you're saying CRTs, if you carried one, you want to carry one for the next 7 years? I've
Yeah.
carried like 7 CRTs in my
man.
life, and it sucks ass.
Every time.
I don't
carry
want to
some
do it.
big boys
Yeah, it sucks.
all the way around my college campus, just transporting. That was like my life, just moving CRTs. I probably
Awful.
moved more CRTs when I played Melee.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I am absolutely for it too. Like listen, CRTs are like I guess, technically closer to the real thing. But at this point, dude, it's not even going to be the common thing. Like, moving on forward, people are almost certainly going to spend more time on Slippy online than they're going to be spending on CRT anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, it doesn't, like, the real thing at this point is clearly not that important for you. Like, it's not that important to any of the top players who are the ones that actually notice. I mean, obviously, we would all prefer if we could play the identical setting every time, but I don't think CRTs is that either. Like, I think that if you really break it down, yeah, the input lag is like technically consistent on some CRTs, but there's laggy CRTs. There's CRTs that are like tiny. There's CRTs that are super widescreen. There's so many bad CRTs.
Man.
That, like, I think playing on the same monitor, even if the lag is like a millisecond off from what it used to be on CRT, I still think that's preferable because you have way more consistency in like audio and image quality. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many people have played on an average CRT recently, but you can't
so
see
bad.
shit like Sheik Needles. You can't see
Yeah.
them. There's not enough
Yeah.
pixels.
I have a funny story about it was one of my first tournaments. I was in a PM side event and I had to play the Snake player, and he was like, "Oh, you mind if we play on my setup?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." And he takes me to this like 2-inch CRT, and I was like, "What?" And then he was just like planting mines and like dropping bombs. I couldn't see. I was like zooming into the TV. I was like, "What's happening?" I just keep randomly exploding. It was messed up.
That kid's a chad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the future for it. And it's like better for sponsors too. Like, you can advertise
I
monitors.
think sponsors is the bigger thing. Like, and that's a massive. If like, attorneys can, if they can lock down a sponsor to do everyone.
Yeah,
and
and-
that's massive. That's massive.
For those that don't know, for tournament hosts, as far as I know, maybe someone else can chime in if that's not true, but I'm pretty sure that getting 100 CRTs is legitimately more expensive than getting 100 monitors of the same brand.
Yeah, that's
Because it's
gotta
way
be
easier to
gotta be a
brand
bitch,
like
dude.
100
That's gotta be
monitors
so
per week.
annoying.
Yeah.
Because how many people have have a steady supply of CRTs at this point?
I got 2.
I have 12.
Dude, I've been trying to find one just like in case we go back to CRTs.
How many do you have? What's your numbers?
I have 0.
Wow, you're pathetic.
said 0?
You gotta have at least one.
J-
You're
Mango, you have
pathetic.
12?
Yeah. If I see one on the corner, I always go save it. I save CRT. If I see CRT, I go save it.
Well, why do you get 12?
12, dude. This guy's
'Cause-
having some crazy fests.
I'm saying in 2040, I'm gonna have an invite-only CRT tournament. That's just gonna be tight. You guys are invited, by the way.
Nice.
Nice.
Just announcing that right now. 20 years in advance.
Oh my god. Imagine being fucking, how are we going to be 60 years old and trying to carry that CRT?
Oh, no, I'll pay people to do it.
In
Don't worry.
2040?
Oh yeah, we'll all have butlers
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah. Don't
I'm
worry.
sure.
Don't worry.
We'll either have butlers or be dead ass broke.
I
Speak
thought
for
you were going to
yourself.
say dead.
I mean, there's that too.
Who's gonna die first? I think it's gonna be Zain.
Yeah, for no reason.
You're too
High
perfect.
cholesterol?
Something's gotta go wrong with you. You're going down first.
Ah.
I'm gonna live surprisingly long. Yeah,
I have too
I'll
much
be-
anger to that. Mango's just at this point. Everyone likes you too much. God's got a special place in his heart for you.
Fuck.
Zane, you're just waiting for it.
Yeah,
It's just there's just not enough story to you
What?
without
What do
a
you
tragic
mean?
early death.
What?
and that's your cherry on top of your storyline.
That's the most fucked up thing
You're
anyone's
winning-
ever said to me.
You're winning whatever tournament replaces Levo, and then I'm sorry, but
Wow. I have a great story, dude.
Okay, what's your story?
Uh,
Let me hear it.
all right, I went to.
If they
I
made a
went to Virginia
documentary,
Tech.
you went
do
to
you have a
college.
Bronal doc about it?
Did
Yeah, I can hit a.
Were you in
roll.
metagame?
How did you
yeah.
pay for college?
Yeah. How'd my parents? But that's besides the point.
Okay, great story. Go on.
And I played Melee 8 hours a day, and now I'm here.
Dope, dude. I'm
Dope,
reading that
dope.
book.
Wow. Wow.
Whatever.
We have the fucking boat of Sweden. We have a man that screams so hard he pops off. We have someone that counts the frames. We have, wait, who am I missing? PPMD. He runs in the metagame.
Wait, I can run. That'll be my thing.
Yeah, but no, it's
I'm taking
his
it.
thing. It's his
I'm
thing.
taking
You
it.
can't take his thing.
I'll run faster.
I think
Well,
you're faster than Kevin.
Oh, I'm super fast.
Haven't you
There you
like
go.
literally not done any exercise this entire year?
Dude, I will still run. I think I could still run a 6-minute mile.
Oh. Ooh.
I should stream something like that. I think I could. I might throw up after, but I'll do a 6-minute run right now.
I can't. Oh my god. Now you're making me miss basketball exercise.
Is it too cold, or just
Too
like?
cold.
Yeah.
I mean, there's indoor places, but they're like they announced new restrictions like literally today, I think. So it's gonna be a while.
Damn. Yeah, I have no excuse. It was like 60 degrees today. I went outside to check the mail, and I was like, "What? Why isn't it cold?" And then I just went back inside. It
Jesus
was nice
Christ,
as
man.
fuck. Yeah.
Oh
what
well,
up?
do we? How long do you guys want to keep going? I can keep going for a bit.
I'm about hitting my wrap up. I got another like 20 minutes,
All right.
take questions.
and I gotta practice shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be practicing for the world tour.
No, Valorant tournament tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well. Oh yeah,
Aw.
you're on Team Ludwig.
Let's go, Team
How does-
Blood.
How does it feel to be on Team Ludwig?
Well, it's Team Cooter, so I'm okay with it.
Oh, okay. I saw it as Team. I saw it being announced as Team Ludwig.
Well, yeah, but then the real ones know that it's Team Cooter. It's an inside thing.
I see. Is anyone actually good except for you?
Coots.
Nick is good, right?
Nick's pretty good, and the other one, everyone else is subpar. But they have heart. They have a whole lot of heart.
Is it like all streamers, or are there like actual Valorant pros entering?
You were allowed 2 Valorant pros per team, but as I told Lud, speak of the devil, because he's in my chat right now. Fucking So on Sunday, I asked him. I'm like, "Hey, let me join the team so I can start practicing." He's like, "No, you can have 2 pros or whatever." He fucking tells me yesterday, the day like 2 days before the tournament, because you know
Can't get a
why?
pro?
Because pros don't want to play in shitty events like this. Like, if you were a melee
Wait,
player,
how
would
much
you
money?
want to do some little bullshit thing like this?
Depends
no.
how much money.
First place 6,000 split amongst 5 people.
6,000 is pretty
That's-
juicy.
That's like 1
Dude,
point
oh
something.
my god, Zane, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
You need to
Zane,
ask
you're
for more.
pathetic.
What?
What are you gonna put it
What do
towards
you-
your
ask-
college
ask-
debt, dude?
ask-
What are you gonna do?
Fuck?
Just
You're already
smooth
living in a
and
fucking
USS,
castle. You
USS.
don't need money that
Dude,
bad.
don't say that. Don't out me.
Oh my god,
Please
dude.
sub. I got a
Okay, let's pretend it was World Tour. Would you rather spend a few days
Yeah.
doing this, or would you? rather
Obviously,
grind?
I'm playing melee.
Yeah,
I'm
and there's
grinding.
World Tour
Yeah.
in Valorant. Do you think that the Valorant pros and they just do nothing?
Dude, I don't know what they're doing.
Like, they're not ultimate players. They
got-
have
they got a scene?
tournaments. They practice.
Okay, that's what's up.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I don't think I have anything coming up. Actually,
Your
I have
life is
Guilty Gear.
sad, if we're being honest.
What? My life? Or streaming is like.
I think he just said your life.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Did you hear that? What?
What?
I didn't hear it because it cut out.
I said your
I
life
just heard
is
it.
sad, dude. You can't do anything
Wow.
you want to do. That sucks. I feel for you.
You can't play basketball. You can't,
You can't play
melee. Well, you
melee.
can play
Yeah,
melee.
you can't play Guilty
Yeah.
Gear. You're struggling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I was on a high with Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear was sick. I was able to play
I
with
feel
all the
bad for
Americans
him.
and,
I
and
feel bad
people from
for him.
Japan and everything. And now I just can't for 40 days.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's sad. I feel for you. That's all.
Sure.
Poor Amsa. Oh my
Dude.
gosh.
Amsa's
Oh
the
my
ultimate. Got fucked in this whole process more than anybody.
That's
Oh my
so
god, dude.
sad.
Yeah, like at least Australia barely has any COVID, so they're fine. But like,
Yeah.
imagine being AMSA and just being stuck between like either playing Slippy and then not playing, but he can't because of Nintendo, and then oh my god, that's rough.
Yeah.
That's real bad. It's gonna be sad, dude, if he comes back and underperforms like once tournaments come back. Oh my
Or
god.
no one's been playing against Yoshi. Oh, I gotta play against Yoshi. I'm not having any of this. Matchup unfamiliarity. So do we have any Another question. Someone said talk about Leffen LRA starting. Do we want to talk about that?
No.
On what?
Was there too much? Was
Oh,
there too much
I do
juice
not
on that?
want to talk about the pause drama.
Okay.
It,
Pause
like
thing?
mostly because like I'm fine with talking about it, but people are gonna see it out of context, and like I don't want to do this whole thing where I explain it all.
I mean,
like,
for what it's worth, I thought you were in the right. So
nice.
yeah.
I thought you were in the right, but you were chode about it. So usually how I feel.
I get
about you.
that a lot.
Yeah, that's the
I get
Leffen.
that
That
a lot.
actually is the Leffen.
That is Leffen, and it's
Why-
a problem, and I'm kind of not working at it. I don't know. It's kind of been working out for me this far. I think I'm gonna keep at it.
Like, if I'm you, I just finish the game and I just move on with my life.
Yeah, but I like being
You're up 3
consistent
stocks to
about
1.
things.
Yeah,
That's the best thing
that's
to
my-
come out of that was Blur's tweet.
it's instantly a chode.
It just
yeah.
had me dying.
Like,
Where he's
dude,
like,
the
I
point
have
is-
the power already.
Like for me, I just like don't. I try like I don't even think about it. I just consistently do it because I don't want to be in the situation where like a top player does it, and then I'm like, well, you're my friend, so I won't do it. So I just do it to everyone. That's my reasoning.
Well, I respect the consistency.
And also, back you know back in the day when this happened with Scar and SFAT,
No.
where people, aka Tafokins, started chanting "Leffen sucks, Leffen sucks."
That's a good chance.
Taffa?
I was there. Yeah.
He's so
And then we
nice.
played Musikin and Hbox at Evo doubles. Like this is top 8, and I got so much hate for taking the stock there, even though it was both me and Ice. It was me and Ice again, and then I think it was Jason or Hbox who like double pulse or something when they were off screen, and like we didn't take it that time, and like instantly we both get gimped because of the pause. Like Music King just like oh shit, oh yeah, you stopped the edge guarding and someone paused. Let me not like let people reset. Let me like back throw you right away.
Well, you should have taken again. Why would you not take it against Jason? That's where you fucked up
I mean that from that point on, I mean we still won the set,
all day.
but
nice.
from
Yeah,
that
that
point
added in.
on, I was like I'm just staying consistent. Fuck these shit. But yeah, I don't really know. Do we have any other topics? Hey, what do you think about Pyra?
Nice.
I don't know, dude. I didn't even see anything about it. I don't know what she looks like. I don't know. Yeah.
Damn, what do you do all day?
What do
Plays
I do?
Melee.
I play Pikachu. No, I don't play Melee, Mango. I play
true.
Pikachu.
Oh my god, dude.
We're playing tomorrow, right?
Me and you?
Hello?
Yeah, we
Yeah?
can tomorrow. Yeah.
We should play sometime too, Zain.
You want to play Friday?
I can play Friday.
Okay.
I can do that. I think.
I gotta fix my controller. I just got a new one ready for the
Oh,
new season.
what's on it?
I mean, it's just I just like a basic ass controller. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
good at pivoting, and then I mean I gotta fix it because he put a tactile Z button, which makes
And
it
you don't
clicky.
like it?
I don't like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing. You
Yeah,
definitely gotta
should've-
get used to it.
I
You
should
can
have
just
just
replace it.
yeah, I'm gonna replace it. I should just know that I don't need anything fancy. I just really need a basic controller.
Dude, even your controller tells a basic story. Oh my god.
What is that?
Remember, I think it was at Summit. You just had like a plain white one or something. I
You
was like,
laughed
bro,
at me. You laughed at my face.
No
like,
notches, no nothing.
have some swag, dude. Like my
Dude,
controllers are always cool.
Dude, it's always the shittiest Melee player who has the most decked out LED fucking.
I mean,
Well,
we're not
there's a-
talking. We
there's
don't
a
want you
fine
to have the
line.
hentai like print controller. We're saying
What? I
like,
didn't
have
say
a
anything
cord.
about hentai. What? where did this hentai business come from?
Have you not seen like the fucking hentai face controller?
People put that onto the controllers?
Yeah, it's just tight.
Yeah.
Damn.
Have you not met any like mid-level ultimate players?
No. I stay on the one side of the venue.
Zane's never been over there.
I don't
Hey,
know.
man, they're kind of nice.
It's
but,
like it's like the Lion King.
They just buy a lot of fan art. That's the,
It's just beyond Pride Rock. I was like, I don't go there.
damn.
I know better.
No, you know what the meta is as a melee player is I go through the ultimate side to avoid the melee people because the ultimate people won't stop me. That's super meta if you're ever trying to get through the crowd.
Oh man.
They stopped you, right, Leffen?
What's up? Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you beat Salem! Oh, I love that. Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's a good thing to get reminded.
I mean, it's a good match, but it's like, you know, when you're trying to get somewhere fast, you might. Yeah.
I'll never forget in my hometown when Leffen and I got ramen, and the waiter was like, "Are you Leffen?" And he had just won SmashCon, and I was right next to him. And then my friend was like, "By the way, this is Zain." And he's like, "Oh
you.
shit, right, the Marth player, right?" And I was like, "Why would you even say that?" I was like, it was demoralizing.
Oh, right.
That,
he took a second to think.
It was like that scene in Avengers where the Hulk and Ant-Man are together. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was fucked up.
And the worst, where didn't you used to go to that place decently?
I've been there.
too?
I'm a regular. I love that place.
That happened. Kind of the same thing happened with me and Lud. We were at a Laker game, and this is after the game, so I'm like blackout drunk, and some guy goes, "Hey, Mango," and I'm like, and I don't even say hi or anything. I go up to him and I stand next to him, like, "Do you know who that is?" And I point at Ludwig, and he looks at me and he goes, "Nope." I started dying. Then I said bye. That was it. That was our whole interaction. I was so happy. Nope.
Oh, I don't like. I hope that happens. I don't want to. Like, I hope if I'm ever with Ludwig in person and he gets stopped, I hope he doesn't know me. That's my hope. Whoever the Ludwig fan is.
No,
he's got some crazy fan bases.
Have you heard my dream? Is that like we're at a Laker game and like a 15-year-old goes, "Oh my god, is that Ludwig?" And that's what I pray for every time. He like brings his mom over, they take a picture, and I hope that happens. That whenever it happens, it's just a little kid, and I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Instantly documenting.
He's been breaking in way too hard to Minecraft and like too many crossovers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hey, I watch Ludwig too, but I'm sure plenty of 12-year-olds do too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I think that's kind of anything last minute.
That was good.
You have any last questions? Yeah.
If you want to take like last minute questions, then we get the fuck out.
We really should do like donation questions. Top donor from.
You're crazy.
That's the actual meta, not like some asking, subs to, gift like subs to call others.
I called you Billy like
shit.
3 times this entire podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be a disappointment, and like everyone listening on Spotify is like, "What is Kalindia? There's 4 people. Billy, who's Billy?" And they're just gonna tune out because this is the wrong podcast.
Yeah,
but that's the actual meta. Going forward, the highest dono from each chat gets 1 question. That's big brain. But I think we're out. Do you guys have anything? Any questions?
Someone asked me my top mile time ever. Thank you for asking. It's 5:35. Thank you. All right, I think we're good.
I think we're good. All right. Yeah, we'll try to have the next one a little bit.
Wait.
Oh.
What's Leffen's best mile time?
I don't even know how long a mile is. I'm from Europe, bro.
2 kilometers.
That's not right.
3 kilometers.
Have a great time, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to Manga the Podcast. Like, subscribe, comment for the algorithm. Goodbye.
See ya. 2 kilometers. How do I stop recording?